What you think of me is none of my business. That's the title of a book by Terry Whittaker, and I'll tell you a story about it. I moved to California in 1982, and I had left New York. I was like kind of lost, trying to find myself, and I found this woman, Terry Whittaker, on TV. I was staying with a friend, and I happened to flip on the TV, and she was there, and I'm thinking, this is different. I'm listening to this woman talking about things in a way that I hadn't heard before. Um, I guess you could say she was talking about spirituality, but it was kind of new age because it wasn't talking about religion. It was very different. But she also, at one point, said she was a minister. I didn't understand any of it except that I understood her words. I understood that. And that book was just so incredibly powerful. Now, when she began, she took over this church in San Diego, and I guess in the beginning it was only like 50 people there. It was very small, and then it kept growing and getting bigger and bigger. And at one point, she would have like 5,000 people coming to an Easter service or whatever she was doing. But then it got bigger than that because she would go to millions because she was on TV now, and she became known as the most powerful woman leader at that time. This was, many, many years ago. But then the other part of that, a few years later, my younger brother, he was going through a lot of difficulties, and I was at a loss. I didn't know what to do. And something said to me, I don't even know why, but I went to see him and I took the book and I gave him this book. And then what started to happen, he started to change. Now, I don't know. I can't tell you if it was a direct response to that book or something else, but I can see that he was changing. And he became so different to today, where he's this incredibly successful person. I don't know. I just gave him the book. I didn't do anything else. But then that brought me to think, well, wait a minute. How does anything get passed on? It's when we decide to give it to others. That's with everything. And with Terry Whittaker, that title of that book brought me back to something I remembered when I was a child. Things that we were told when we were younger. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Words hurt me terribly. I was so affected by what someone might say to me, and that's because I was too concerned and worried about what others thought of me, and that's what a lot of us do. And it could be coming up for you now, especially because we're moving through a change in our world where we're trying to figure out, who am I? What are my beliefs? What is my truth? Because that's an individual choice, and it's an individual choice that it's caused by you becoming your authentic self, and that is a journey. That is the journey of self-discovery that I have been on for a really long time. And I know that when I give this information to others, the information I have, it'll help them find their path as well. That's what we all do, just like Terry Whittaker does. But I had to look her up today to just find out a little bit more, because I went down to San Diego and I met her. I went down to one of those services, and then I had the book and all of that autographed, the whole bit. And but she's still doing it. And I thought, wow, maybe I could take my work to millions and millions. Why not? Why can't we do that? Why can't we give to others what we have discovered, what we have owned within ourselves? Because we want everyone else to know the value of owning themselves, and to get to that place where they stop worrying about what others think of them, because that's what we're all meant to do, is to live these lives of glory and autonomy where we are loving who we are. And the more of us who do that, wow, do we see a very different world. And I decided, after being inspired, because we get inspired from others who come before. That's what we're meant to do. And so now, remembering this whole story with Terry Whittaker, and then seeing how many millions of people that she'd reached, I thought, okay, I'm going to do that too. Why not? Why can't we do that? Because we're still too worried about what others think. But when we let go of that, we can do incredibly great things. And incredibly great things are needed from every person who's alive, because I know that every person has something within them that they could develop, prosper from, cause their lives to be great if they stop worrying about what others think and just own who they are, meaning loving your authentic self. And that's the work that I'm doing.
I haven't done anything like this.
It's increased the confidence that I had in myself.
Everything is better. I mean, every single aspect of my life. My income, the progress is just amazing. Like, you can see changes from week to week.
Introducing your last development program, Life Transformation for Success, the newest part of Roger Burnley's coaching series. In this 3-month online program, you will learn the mindset tools you need to dissolve the shame of your past, discover the gifts within you that make you important to the world, and get the confidence to rise above anything that stands between you and the life that you want.
Everything changed in my life. Everything. Every single thing.
It's time for you to reprogram your mind for success and become self-actualized. If you're ready to transform your life too, learn more at yourlastdevelopmentprogram.com today.